Hi, sir.
Hi, Shafika. Do you want to quickly introduce yourself and tell us about your background? What is it that you've been doing so far? And if you don't mind going on camera for a quick second when you're making the introduction, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible? Like my camera isn't working.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, you're audible. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hi, sir. I'm Shafika. Right now, I'm in the role of Python and AI developer in Adobe AI, and I've been working on with Sugant in OpenClaw. Like I've been working on the basics, like how CLI works and how to integrate with connectors, and I've been
Got it.
helping him so far.
Okay, so you've been working on Python, and what other language have you been working on?
Python, sir.
Oh, just Python and OpenClaw.
Like my role includes both front end and back end. Right now, I'm doing tasks both on front end and back end. Python has been my back end framework, back end, and for framework, I've been introduced to frameworks like React, TypeScript.
Got it, got it, got it. Yeah, those are good front end React because it's mobile enabled, and Python. That's really good. Are you using any framework for a Python development like Django or something like that?
FastAPI, sir.
Or FastAPI you've been using? Oh,
Yes,
because that connects you to all the API connectors and stuff like that, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, okay, that's fantastic. And um, uh, so have you been using any MCP servers by any chance, like putting some tools together on an MCP server?
Um,
Uh, Actually, she is also working with the agency directory, sir.
So when you say agency directory, can you elaborate on that, please?
Shafika,
yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead, Shafika.
Yes, ma'am. Um, right now, last few months, I've been trained to study what agency really gives us, the agency framework by Cisco. Like I've been exploring how agents communicate with each other, like A2A protocols, like how MCP servers are being connected to the code base, how agentic data are being stored in the directory file. Actually, agency provides main features, like 5 main features, which includes directory also, like storing the agent metadata in a place where it is being safe for isolated safe area. For if we can initialize at the directory for our company alone, like maintain the agentic data for within our company, that's actually safe. When coming to metadata, we'll be pushing the data into directory. So I've been exploring MCP and CLI for how the data is being pushed. So both in prompt and I can actually demonstrate how we can push the data into directory by MCP, and both by OASF schema framework also, sir.
So what does the OASIS schema framework work? Shafika, can you elaborate on that, please?
It's actually open agentic schema framework where
Okay.
the agent data has certain features, like certain key and valued pairs to be um, included. Like it is the validation process of how the date agent is being pushed into the directory. So it must have the main key, such as name, the version of the agent that we are pushing into, the skill of the agent that we are pushing into it. It must have some features that is being um, very obvious, so that if somebody is trying to look into the skill of our agent, they would be obvious that our agent would do this kind of process, so they can
Oh,
pull. Yeah.
so if I if I may draw an analogy, this is more like an agent to agent communication, or is it agent getting sort of included in a directory structure, and then you are having an agent to agent communication? Which one is it? Is it direct A to A, or is it agent getting incorporated in the directory, and then within the directory there's an A to A communication?
Actually, what I have been exploring is, right now I am exploring about the feature of a directory. Like we've been storing agent metadata in a traditional manner. So, like what agency gives us is uh, actually everything is built in software development kit. So agency provides each library to validate the records like OASIS schema, and it provides MCP. And there are many features like slim some like we have many features like directory slim, uh, agent to agent protocol, and I've been looking into more things. But what right now I'm doing is pushing them agents metadata alone to the directory, sir. Like there
Got
is
it.
no communication between agents there being going on there. It's simply the metadata that's being stored inside the directory, and if possible we can have peer-to-peer connection between companies. Like we can connect one directory to another company's directory and actually see what agent they have and what endpoint it's been deployed, or is it a GitHub code. So we can have the source URL or the agent's code base. Like we can have them in the JSON file, which is obvious for them to connect to us.
Okay, so if I may pull back a little bit, Shafika, what I'm hearing you say is that really what you're working on, this agent to agent orchestration layer, it's almost like APIs being built. So if I may translate in the older tech stack world, you have like an API to API call where the metadata is, like if I talk about Salesforce, Salesforce stores all its sort of contacts or the different objects in a metadata format. So through metadata, if somebody needs to extract any data, they have to go through this metadata layer. So it sounds to me this whole directory concept is that storing metadata of agents, rather than earlier it used to be tables in relational database context, but here we're not storing data of a table. We're storing call it like the skill sets of an agent. Like what are the skills? What are the tasks it's going to perform? Translating that into a metadata, and then storing that metadata in this directory. And it almost becomes like kind of a similar analogy to like an API layer. And now you're speaking from when you're talking company to company directory, it's really an API to another API of two different systems. Would that be a accurate analysis of what agent to agent orchestration layer is doing in this whole agency environment?
Exactly, sir. But agency has been giving us everything in software development kit, but we can write API endpoints to push metadata into directory, and I've already explored it, and it's been working. So
So then you also not only have agencies not only providing you the API endpoints, it's also providing you this whole metadata orchestration. It's providing you the MCP, which requires an agentic AI to do all those sequence of tasks. So when we talk about agent orchestration, it's not just only limited to agent to agent or kind of like a peer-to-peer communication. It involves the agent orchestration, also involves this whole orchestration of an agent executing on multiple systems like an MCP server. And that MCP server is sort of almost becomes a part of that agent skill set, basically. And then that's why you have all these multiple nuances within that agency platform, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, there's more to explore.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's exciting. This whole, I think that the next wave is going to be is this tech, the rise of AI is going to come at the uh, agent to agent orchestration technical architects, the guys that will understand that of how to orchestrate all these different agents with their skill sets, are going to really, really succeed in their career. So for folks that are on the call, and as you embark on this journey, and with the, a lot of people are not able to catch up with what's going on with the AI. Gone are the days. I mean, it's good to have development knowledge and you can do testing, and people are still in that mindset, oh my god, no, AI cannot take over my development job because it does a lot of hallucination. um, I think I would honestly say you're hallucinating right now, because AI will take over that part very quickly. You've got tools like Devin that's doing the testing. So that aspect of it, AI is going to do. I think where the opportunity really lies is because you're going to have so many skill sets. And if you can make agents talk to each other and take that whole autonomous agentic AI to another level, uh, that's an area, that's the rising of AI talent, if you will. That's where everyone is going to succeed once you start understanding. So I would say become good friends with Shafika. She's doing something groundbreaking. Try to understand, how that orchestration is being done, because it's like almost like the agent to agent orchestration is like you becoming a CEO of your own company, basically, if you think about it. Like you've got a marketer, you've got like a recruiter, you've got a project manager. So the AI is sort of building all these tasks, and uh, and now you've got all these professional people uh, in form of an AI. You as a CEO, you should know how to manage all these people, these team members on your team, to make a successful company. So the next successful CEOs aren't necessarily just going to be who understand people management, but understand the orchestration of how to utilize and communicate and extract the right kind of information and the right task from this agent to agent, and as well as be able to have that communication with the human side of it. That's gonna be the next rise of the next CEOs. Like you hear things like one person, $1 billion company. That's really going to come from this whole understanding of agent to agent orchestration, and then being able to sort of delegate that task from a human assisted AI perspective. Is that in line, Shafika, what you're doing and what we're discussing here?
Yes, sir. But right now, I've been into directory the most of the time. But I've also tried to understand how agent to agent communication is, how single agent communicates, how multiple agent communicates, what's pubstub and what's hip hop. And I've been trying to be more theoretical right now. But maybe in future, I would like to work on things how really works.
Well, welcome on board on Go to GTM engineering team. Folks like you are going to be really needed, and we're going to deploy. As a matter of fact, uh, you'll see some of the use cases that we're talking about today on the call itself, of doing a LinkedIn outreach, of identifying potential business owners that are looking to hire, and our job is to really find out that list of those people that have already put it on LinkedIn. So how do you create an agentic AI that will go and identify those job posts that are recently trending, or a job post that have just been posted, but not only that, that would be one agent. I would encourage everyone to start thinking of agents as more micro task oriented architecture, if you will. Micro task meaning agent number one will go and extract all the information from LinkedIn of the most recent job in a specific geography. So that's a agent skill set. Maybe we can call it agent hunt or something like that, something really cool and sexy out here. Agent hunt will go and hunt those jobs that are recently posted on LinkedIn, be able to extract that data and collect all that data. Then there'll be a money penny agent that will come in that will take that data from agent hunt, and money penny goes and actually starts adding more context to that data, like who's the CEO of that company, who's the next VP of the company or a recruiter, who's the HR director. So money penny is doing a more of appendment and more extraction of that data to make it more meaningful and context. So money penny does appendment of data, and then comes along, once you've got that data, agent hunt has got all the listings, money penny goes and updates the target audience, the right audience to reach out to. Then comes Mr. 006 and a half, who comes and takes that data from money penny and now figures out of how to properly communicate, start crafting emails based on the job posts that they have posted on LinkedIn. So let's say, for example, OpenClaw, somebody's posted OpenClaw. So 006 and a half job is to be the top-notch communicator with those potential clients, if you will, that is very customized, and it's not just the generic one. Hey, we're a staffing company and we're looking to, if you're looking to hire somebody, we'd love to be able to talk to you. No, 006 is a lot more intelligent agentic AI, because now 006 and a half has got the data from Money Penny and knows that they've already posted this job. He's going to talk to the CEO of the company or the HR director of the company. That intel Money Penny has transferred over to 006 and a half. Now 006 and a half is going to take that data and draw and become like a copywriter, like a good copywriter, how they would think and what is it that they would really send out a message that would pique their interest, that would be short, sweet, to the point. So what is that 006 going to do? How is it going to write that email? It's going to take some of the data of saying the context you just posted on LinkedIn. I see that you're, the decision maker. If you're not the right person, maybe you can direct me to the right person. And then talking about what CloudTribes might be being able to offer for that specific role. So if they posted a role for OpenClaw looking to hire, then positioning CloudTribes' value proposition of saying, we specialize in finding hard to find candidates that cannot be fulfilled and that have really advanced expertise and skill set. And we will basically get you that candidate remotely, remote talent. We specialize in remote talent to be able to find you the right talent at the right price and the highest, best quality. And we take care of everything, their infrastructure support, their laptop, everything all in one. And if need be, if they need to fly into your location, we handle the immigration services. So really highlighting very quickly what is the value and what's the pain point that you're addressing. The pain point is hard to find talent, and be able to give them this comfort that it's a sort of a white glove service. It's a hands-off service for you, and we'd love to be able to have a meeting if this would be of interest to you. And then in that 006.5 would give 3 resumes links of our top 3 candidates that we are that would match that particular job order, if you will. So what you've done, you've addressed the pain. 006 has addressed the pain point, talked about the value proposition of Cloud Tribes, and then said these are the 3 candidates, and then also give them the security or the guarantee of saying, try us out for 7 days. If you feel we're not able to deliver, we will basically, you don't have to pay anything. So the risk is on Cloud Tribes. So really give that comfort that the risk is really taken on Cloud Tribes. All you have to do is try us out one time and look at our candidates of what high quality candidates we can deliver to you at the right price and a full white glove service manner, basically. So that's what. So now in this whole exercise of demand generation and outreach of LinkedIn, you've got 3 agents. You've got Moneypenny, you've got 006.5, and Agent Hunt. These 3 tasks. Now, with what Shafika has been saying, how is Shafika going to communicate that data? How is Agent Hunt transferring that data to Moneypenny, and how that is coming to 006.5? How is that data moving? And then you can have Mr. Aura, another agent. Mr. Aura is nothing else but analytics. So Mr. Aura agent is now taking all that data that has been and outreach is being done, and Mr. Aura is going and looking at how many people actually got connected on LinkedIn, and looking at more finer details of the context that 006.5 may have sent. 006.5 may have sent an email in a 3A and B, C testing. So 006.5 may have sent 3 types of emails communication. So Aura, the agentic AI, is now analyzing of saying, okay, there were 3 different subject lines, 3 different descriptions that were given. Which one had the highest open rate? Which one had the highest click after the open rate? So Agent Aura is picking up all that analytics and all that dashboard, and using OpenClaw, a computer use agent, to be able to do all of this task. And now Agent Aura, after it's analyzed all this information, is then going to Nano Banana Pro and then creating this really intelligent dashboard to be able to showcase to the entire team that X amount of emails or touch points were done, and how many attempts did maybe, or what were the data points that Agent Hunt did, how many leads Agent Hunt came up with, and then 006.5, how many data points that had accurate data, like had an email address or a phone number and stuff like that. So sort of Agent Aura is giving the entire stats of the entire organization, the company, of saying, okay, Mr. Agent Hunt extracted about 30 job orders and 30 trends on LinkedIn. And then Moneypenny, she extracted out of 30 only 25 data points. So that way we get to know that Moneypenny, the data that she's receiving is really grounded data or not. Maybe it's not the right source that Moneypenny is going, maybe using Apollo as a not the right source. So we can then have that trend analysis of saying maybe there's another better source to have a higher updation of that database, basically. So Agent Aura is giving that stats of how every agent had performed. And then with regards to 006.5, through the 3 A/B testing, which were those touch points that really worked, giving that score to each and every subject line and the description, and then being able to use Nano Banana to give this at a CEO level, like a dashboard of how your entire journey and your breakdown of this LinkedIn outreach business in a box is being done, and how you can scale up using GTM engineering, go-to-market engineering. So that's what, someone like Shafika on the team is going to try and implement all these tech stacks that she's been talking about: Python, OpenClaw, using MCP servers, agency, and being able to communicate. So you have a holistic picture of how the campaign is working of the LinkedIn. Is it successful or is it not successful? Mr. Aura will give you insights where the ball is getting dropped. The reason I'm advocating initially, until AI becomes so mature and you've got agentic AI that's taking over all these tasks, I highly recommend that we break down all our journey, if you will, into these small agentic AIs that are doing these separate tasks, and you're having a chain of all those agents being able to communicate and orchestrate for that one goal of how do you increase your go-to-market strategy using LinkedIn and agentic AI. That's the thinking. But Shafika, I'd like to hear from your thought process, what I've just described, or what you've been working on technically, the storyline of Agent Hunt to Moneypenny and Aura and 006.5 Agent, all these agentic AIs coming and talking to each other. Is this resonating? Is it making sense from a technical perspective also, Shafika?
Yes, sir. Working with coffee agents, I have been exploring how multi-agent system works, like how it is triggered, how each agent is called, what each agent is responsible to do, and how the data is being carried within the agents. So it does make sense, sir.
Absolutely. So coffee is another framework that you're using along with agency then?
Actually, it is the example of how agency works. They have given how agency framework is actually in use. It is a
Got
repository, sir. Yeah.
got it,
That's
got
a
it, got it.
sample implementation, Sanjay.
Got it, got it. Sugant, you've been doing some touch points and analytics. I think the example of Agent Aura that's taking care of all the analytics, how many leads were extracted from LinkedIn, how many touch points happened, how much data was appended by Moneypenny. Is that making sense to you, Sugant, the context and the narrative?
Yes, sir, it makes sense. I've been able to understand. I'm exploring all this, and I think it makes sense.
I'm not able to hear you, Sugant. Do you mind being a little bit louder or coming close to the mic or something?
Speak a little louder.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible now. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir, it makes sense. I've been hearing all this, and it makes sense.
Absolutely. Then, in the context of Mr. Agent Aura is doing all the analytics and things of that, then I think, Suleiman, you've been working on Tulio and Ritel right now, and I'd like to introduce Agent Wolf. Agent Wolf is the guy who's going out there hunting, basically, for or I would say farming, I would say, because by the time that you've done so much amount of data analysis, and Aura has told us which data points are good, which are not good, and then Agent Aura is also scoring that particular LinkedIn job based on the candidates that we have, if there's a match or not. So Agent Aura is doing all that. Now you have got Agent Wolf that will initiate that initial outbound call. And the idea would be is that Agent Wolf will be very short and sweet. There's a concept of hunter and a farmer. So Agent Wolf, the agentic AI, will quickly make that phone call and say, we saw that you were looking for these candidates. I have my senior account executive, where it's a human-assisted AI conversation that will happen, that through Ritel, Agent Wolf will be initiated, have a quick call with the prospect on the phone, and then transfer that call real time. Once Agent Wolf gets a yes or a no, or gets that understanding that they're interested, then they do a live transfer to our final executives that are going to be the farmers, if you will. So Agent Wolf will act as a hunter, which you'll be kind of working and using Ritel as a platform out there. Is this sort of making sense, Suleiman, of what I just said about your Ritel project? Or maybe Akash, you can jump in, because you seem to understand the entire narrative. We've been talking about all these different agents and how they will work with each other.
Exactly.
And how Agent Wolf will play a role here. So if you want to sort of add some context, that will be wonderful.
Definitely, Sanjay. Probably we'll set the process. What are the things that has to be done, and we will, for each process, we'll assign a separate agent, a calling agent, a email scrapping agent, a qualification agent, and these agents will communicate between each other. And for all the 12 touch points, eventually these 12 touch points could be from email, LinkedIn, call, even SMS. We have seen a good amount of success by cold emailing SMS, and probably even you yourself is one successful prospect of that SMS hunt.
Yeah, you hunted down a whale, eh?
That's true. I mean, it's all
You got a
your
big fish.
it's all your greatness to accept the SMS and start the entire conversation. We are always grateful for
Thank
that.
you. I'm honored to be connected to you guys, and we've embarked on a very exciting journey, and I'm super excited. As you can see, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sending you guys
I've seen that.
ideas. The ideas are never flowing. It's constantly like, how do we grow as a company? I'm committed to the cause, and I always, when I wake up, and for every idea I think about, there's going to be another family which will get an opportunity to
Exactly.
work with Cloud Tribes and work with the whole community and stuff like that. So it's an exciting journey. Akash, thank you so much, and thank you, team, for being on the call and being supportive for this cause.
Yeah, probably whatever the agents, the source input and output that you want an agent to accomplish, please share that with the team, probably in a written format. That would be helpful. And
yeah, I think you just came in a little bit later, because we went through the whole what Shafika is doing, and I want to stress the fact again more. The orchestration of agentic layer is the next wave.
exactly.
People who understand that orchestration are going to win in this AI space, because gone are the days of coding, gone are the days of you just trying to create some bunch of windows and things like that. Agentic AI is going to take over, has already taken over, and you've got tools like Devin and other tools that will basically do all the testing and things like that. So the need for a developer, those skill sets were great once upon a time. You can still utilize that, but the need of the hour is, how do you become a technical architect for agent-to-agent communication or orchestration, basically?
Exactly. That's bullseye. That's picture perfect.
Yeah, and so we went into details in all the steps, different steps and stuff like that. So I'm glad that you are also on the same page, Akash, and with the team, that Suleiman's role of using, and that's why we talked about Ritel. Is it Ritel or Retail, whatever that platform? I always get confused. it's retail, right? Retail.
It's
It's
retail,
an AI.
retail AI.
Yeah, retail. Um, I've studied a lot of these. Uh, we have another company, a media company, salesangel.com, and we'll discuss about how we can grow that platform. And we're ISV partners with Salesforce, Sales Angel. So I had actually used Twilio to since the birth of Twilio days, using all the telephony. So I've been investigating into all these platforms. I think right from the jump of Twilio, the maturity that has happened with all the AI coming in, Wapi jumped in. But what I like about Ritel, and I think the team members also will discover, that it's got a lot of these intuitive drag and drop telephony, business process oriented type of thing, right? Twilio is great for under the hood, if you want to do customization and complex coding. But for the business process of hunter and farmer, of being able to transfer the call, connect people, and things like that, Ritel allows a junior developer also very quickly to do complex business process flows, basically, right? So Ritel can give birth to Agent Wolf, that will be doing all the hunting and outbound calling, and then Agent Wolf connects that call live to the prospect farmer, or the farmer that will take that call and nurture that relationship, basically.
Exactly.
So we've already talked about that. So once we're done with this call, obviously I send out the on YouTube itself, you have the entire transcript. So it will outline what are the steps that we're looking to do and what we should do in order to make this LinkedIn outreach campaign, from a go-to-market engineering perspective, extremely successful, basically. That's one. So having said that, now I'd like to see from Soumya, I believe she's been working on. Oh, sorry, Ramya. Ramya has been working on the Apollo stuff. Do you mind sharing the database that you've already looked into Canada, and give a just rough demonstration of what kind of data you've already established, and based on what we talked about, do you mind sharing that process, please, Ramya?
I'll quickly
Yes,
give
sir.
a heads up here. Sorry to cut you off, Ramya. So the pipeline for us here is that for the 3 states in Canada, there is a separate tool called JobSpy, which will investigate all the recent 24 hours posting on LinkedIn. So we scrap that. And once we scrap the 24 hours posting of different companies across these 3 states, with Apollo.io, we're going to investigate the C-suits, the vice presidents of these organizations, both email and the phone numbers. And then with Sugant, using OpenClaw, we're going to shoot all the emails. So that's the pipeline we've been working, and we also have the database as well.
Okay. So when you say 3 states, what are those 3 states that we're talking about?
I'm afraid I cannot spell it properly.
Is it Ontario and BC, Vancouver, BC, Richmond?
No,
You
it's
have
Toronto.
Ontario.
It's Toronto, and the couple
Oh,
of
that
names.
city. Okay, that
The
city.
city.
Toronto is
Sorry,
a city. It's not a state. And by the way, there is in Canada there are no states. There are provinces.
Provinces.
So Toronto is in Ontario as a province, and which is the other cities?
You
have Mississauga.
Yeah, Mississauga and the other one.
And the Brampton.
Yep, that's true.
Okay. So when you did get those jobs, do you mind sharing that database? Like, what does that database look like? I'd like to take a look at it and understand the filter criteria besides just being geography focused. What is the filter? What kind of jobs? Is it just a keyword called AI jobs, or how did you sort of filter that?
Exactly. It's kind of primarily anything and everything that comes under AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, data science. And the next set of filter can be the size of the companies, contract to hire positions, let me just quickly try and pull out the data.
And is that filter, you could do that upfront on JobSpy?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Why don't you walk us through the JobSpy of how that is getting done and how it's extracting that data? Let's do a quick demo on that.
Ramya, if you have the JobSpy code.
Yes, sir.
So this is the list of jobs, right? What
Exactly.
about the actual software? Like, how do you go about it filtering for if you wanted to do deeper dive filtering, basically?
That's actually right now that's a code, that's Python script right now.
Is that what the team has developed, JobSpy?
Yes, that's a
Okay.
library, and on top of it, we have built our own code base.
So what sort of libraries have you used? Some open source soup, and there are different
Yeah,
libraries
that's
for.
exactly that's Spider, Beautiful Soup for parsing.
Okay. Spider and Beautiful Soup you've used, right?
Yep.
And what other stuff have you used for parsing?
I think these are the two major. I got to check into the code. Ramya, if you can look into the code, then that probably post the call. I can update Sanjay after checking.
Yeah, okay, we could look at it. Let's talk about how do we productize that? How do we brand it and all that stuff? So
Sure.
offline.
Sure. Ramya, if you can take over the screen.
Yes, sir. I will share the code.
So this is the VS Code, right?
Exactly.
So have you
This is a
used?
code base.
Sorry, go ahead, Ramya.
Um,
These are the
these
keywords.
are the jobs we are going to search, like artificial intelligence engineer, machine learning engineer, an LLM engineer, generative AI engineer, deep learning, NLP, ML loops, AI researcher, computer vision engineer, and data scientist. These are the job description, job titles we are searching, and we have
Okay.
searched for these three locations: Toronto, Mississauga, and Brampton. And
Are
we
there
will
any
get
other
like
further filters besides location and job keywords?
as for now we don't have any other filters, and we are planning to include the company employee numbers as a filter.
Actually, whatever that you could see as a filter in LinkedIn jobs can be implemented here as well. Right now, it is not implemented,
Yes,
but
sir.
different type of jobs, size of these companies can also be implemented.
So there's a way to filter within LinkedIn Recruiter if you get the LinkedIn Advanced or something, that you can have a lot of filters of the size of the company and things like that. Do you need more LinkedIn paid recruiter to be able to get this data, or how does it work?
No, it's primarily JobSpy is scrapping LinkedIn automatically. It's just couple of improvements from the code base that we can easily do.
Got it. Okay. Okay. So you got these different filters now. What are some of the other filters that you can kind of talk about, like maybe having some keywords that people are already assessing of saying remote work, okay, because that's what we are. Yeah. So add those maybe advanced filters. You can add it as an advanced filter category. Remote work is okay. And the other part is also when you're trying to, maybe one is you do this first pass of getting all this data of companies that are looking for AI. Then you do a second pass of maybe Aura, agent Aura comes in and does, or a Money Penny, she's doing all the appending of the data. So what she does as an agentic AI is adds a little bit more context of, let's say, who was that person? Who are the three candidates you had mentioned, Akash? That
That's Ajay.
Okay, so let's say Ajay, right? Let's talk about Ajay and his skill set. He's an expert at what? At OpenClaw?
Cloud Code and Gemini
Like
and
anti-gravity and
anti-gravity, Cloud Code and
anti-gravity
Gemini.
and cloud code, right? So I think that the keywords that you kind of extracted is good. Like, okay, they're looking for AI engineers, but do we have those AI engineers already standby? You know, if we
Yeah.
don't, then we're shooting in the dark, because you have to always think from a fulfillment perspective. Like, do you have something today now that you can expeditiously deliver on that promise? So you start your keyword search from that perspective. So you do reverse engineering in the sense, like, who are the top candidates that you already have that you're looking to market for? So now that skill set, anti-gravity and cloud code, should be the primary keyword that you're trying to search for. If that's not happening, then you go to this AI level, basically. Or for example, Shafika, she's doing agent-to-agent orchestration. She's got really good skill set. She has Python, right, as a skill set. She's good at Python. Now, Python is a broader skill set that a lot of people would want that. Then you say Python and AI. So, so I want the team to get a little bit more deeper in these filtration process. While the location is great, job titles, the generic AI ML engineering might not cut it, because then again, we're adding so much of work for ourselves for Agent Wolf to be able to call the right company. You want to have a bullseye target when you're executing on this, because you're doing already so much amount of work. It's only a matter of pulling back and becoming more analytical and having Agent Aura do a lot of that heavy lifting, and Money Penny, who does the appendment of data. So our ideal profile today of jobs, if you think from a reverse engineering perspective, is going to be like Shafika's expertise, Python plus agent orchestration, Python OpenClaw, right? If we can find somebody that's looking for Python and OpenClaw, we would have a dream candidate like Shafika out there. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep.
So please look into that ands and ors, that filtration process. Treat that part extremely seriously. And as a matter of fact, we should have examples and samples on an Excel file. Maybe you can create an agentic AI Aura's child, maybe, you know. Aura's child is Sunshine, maybe. Right? The Sunshine agent would basically put light on all these multiple candidates that we have. So Sunshine's job is saying, these are the candidates, these are the resumes. Now create the best profile for the ands and ors to be able to find those jobs within the city, basically. Right?
Sure.
So I'd like to see that fine tweaking of those jobs from the team perspective, and Sunshine can be powered by OpenClaw and all the other tools that we're looking at, basically, right?
Sure.
Now let's talk about the pitch that we had talked about. Does I believe Sugant? No, it was from a video perspective, the pitch perspective. I believe it's Satya. Yeah, Satya, right?
Yes,
Did
sir.
you? Yeah. Did you come up with any pitch script like pitch lane that we had talked about?
We created one script as per the video. I shared the video since WhatsApp also. As now also I shared the
Can you
video.
learn how to share a video on this call? Like, try doing that. I don't think it's that hard of a deal for you to share a video on the call. You just go at the bottom and share screen and just click on that video basically.
Okay. I will share.
Are you spending too much money hiring developers? Businesses today struggle with increasing
Can you turn on the volume? Can you share the volume? Just share only this specific video.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
We're not able to hear the volume of it.
Volume. Now also.
Okay, click on it. Okay, I think he shared the video, right? Let me share the video with everyone.
Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, okay, so you guys can hear it. So thanks for that share. Maybe that's a good idea that next time, whatever you do, you just kind of upload it and we can kind of look at it.
Today struggle with increasing development costs. Are you spending too much money hiring developers? Businesses today struggle with increasing development costs and slow productivity. But something groundbreaking is happening in the AI industry, the rise of Agentic AI. AI agents are now capable of doubling and even tripling productivity by automating workflows. At Cloud Tribes, we specialize in implementing powerful AI solutions that transform how companies work. Our team already works with top AI talent ready to build the future. Interested in transforming your business with AI? Book a meeting with us today.
You can click on the description there, the video description. That leads to
Are
a
you
form.
spending too much money hiring developers? Businesses
Okay.
today struggle
Form
with
will-
increasing development.
So this is a form here.
Yep. If you fill the form, you're gonna get a call.
Oh, so here when you click on the description, you get when it's coming at the end here, let's say call now. Can you make it clickable, this link somehow? Put a JavaScript on top of it?
We can try. We have to look into the violation policies of YouTube, but to a greater extent, it's possible. Technically, it's possible.
Yeah. So it becomes like a clickable thing if possible. So a couple of feedback here on what Satya, great job, great first effort, if you will. This is a first cut, I understand it. So fantastic work you've done.
Yes.
This Cloud Tribes here on top looks a little bit off in the sense of it's not matching in the background. It looks very not professional, if you will, right?
We want the PNG. If I remove the background, before I remove the background, that the logo is not visible. We want a visible SVG file or PNG file or logos.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying technically whether where the placement of the logo and things like that. I'm talking about aesthetics, right? You'd have to kind of maybe feed it to AI. What tool do you use to create these videos? There's a specific tool I'll share with you that can create these viral videos. Which tool did you use to create this?
In videos, AI itself, what tools there?
In video.
Oh,
No, there are better tools that you can basically work on to be able to create these videos, and we can look into it. But as a workflow, good job that you took the script and tried to talk about the pain. Typically, the format for viral videos is a pass: pain, agitation, and solution, right? So
okay.
that's one thing. The other thing is with platforms like Levin Labs, you don't have to have somebody so tired. This guy almost sounds like he's half in the grave and talking. Are you are you really dead, or are you alive, and do you want this to happen? It's like somebody go to sleep, right? So get a selection of the right voice, the right tonality also is very important.
Yep.
Where I'm going with this conversation is there's a lot of that kind of thought process that has to go into aesthetics. What's being spoken? What's the script? I think you figured out that whole call to action at the end, which is great, right? And the pain point where he's showing a headache type of thing, right? So which is good, right? But it's a great start. It's a wonderful start, first pass, excellent like format and things of that, right?
Thank you.
And the other thing is, what I'd like you to do is really look at pitchlane.com and how it can be customized for that specific owner, that CEO. So whoever is advertised for that job on the LinkedIn, like how is it they're finding it very, very useful. Take a look at Pitch Lane, and Akash, if you can give him access to that, and we can figure out the ins and outs of Pitch Lane, that would be wonderful. Because the whole intent is that our marketing should be so spot on that you should not make the job of Agent Wolf harder, of making blind cold calls type of thing. Agent Wolf should be able to talk to people that have already shown some sort of an intent itself, right? And now there's another tool that I want the team to really start to get acclimated. It's called Segment. Have you guys heard of Segment by any chance?
Yeah.
It's a Twilio product, Segment. It's a product by Twilio, and what Segment is a used to be a customer data platform. Okay, the job of a customer data platform is to be able to create a unique data model for an ICP, or if you will, ideal customer profile. It works out really well so that you can show the right ad and the right time and the right place to the right person, basically, right? It tracks all your first party data. So all the different channels that we talked about omni-channel, Akash, like you said, we're going to try multiple, if you will, channels to be able to reach your target audience. So now, like, think about orchestration of agents, agentic AI. Now you think about orchestration of all the customer interaction touch points and signaling for your organization, basically. Who came at the website, who connected through email, who's a person who connected through the telephone side of it, where Sugant is working on that. Sugant, I want you to take charge of this segment and start stitching the entire story point across all these multiple channels, basically. This gives you a way to be able to literally orchestrate inbound and outbound campaigns. So if somebody made a phone call, then we can show him an ad right away on Facebook.
Yep.
Show him an ad on a television. And we'll talk about something called like OTT advertisement. Have you guys, Akash, the team, heard of OTT advertisement?
No.
It's over-the-top advertisement, like you have Netflix and Hulu and all those types of places. Like, how do you start getting your ads onto that platform? So imagine somebody opened up your email, and in the evening, that executive is coming on television and watching your ad.
That's nice. That's
How
a
do
good
you
one.
stitch that whole narrative? It
Oh,
happens
wow.
through segment.
Perfect.
Right? So I'll give you another use case in finance industry, right? Mortgage, let's say mortgage, right? Let's say Bank of America is our potential client. Okay. But then a customer just walked into like a mortgage bank. Let's say Chase, for example, is a competitor of Bank of America.
Yep.
So as soon as the customer walks into Chase on that location, on that specific city, we can immediately say, don't go to Chase. We show him an ad, come to Bank of America for mortgage. It's that level of activation, showing the right ad at the right time and the right place, basically.
That's true.
So you know how in India you have like when people are selling saris and things like that?
Yep.
Say, bhai, uske paas mat jao, idhar aao, hamare paas better maal hai. So you're just creating all those agents that are immediately trying to grab that competitor's customer through this agentic AI. Or say, bhai, hamare paas aao. So segment will allow you to do that. Sugant, I want you to master segment in and out.
That will be his primary task going forward.
Segment will become like a customer data platform. Segment is just a customer data platform. Salesforce also has come up with the data platform. There are a lot of companies that are in that space, but that's the function of a customer data platform, to be able to show the right ad to the right person at the right place and the right time, basically.
Sure.
And that allows your GTM engineering also to take it, put it on steroids, basically.
Awesome.
Vinod, have you done any progress on Ritel? Can you share some of the experiences of what, or ideas of what we're talking about, of how you will kind of moving forward incorporate, give birth, like your responsibility is to make Agent Wolf a lethal agent, if you will, but how you would go about doing that using Ritel?
Yes, sir. Using Ritel to create a voice.
So,
sir, I am audible now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
I'll give just a second. I'll give a quick background, Sanjay. I'm gonna take this discussion in Hindi, so I don't cause myself an embarrassment. After जो भी राइटल का सेटअप किया था, अम्मी अब्बू को मैंने नंबर डाल के कुछ ना कुछ प्रैंक करने के लिए सोच रहा था. Then we have made a script of income tax का search. Then made a call 11 p.m. back home, and then everyone panicked. Closed all the doors. रात घर जाने के लिए कुछ मौका ही नहीं मिला था, इतना गाली पड़ रहा था मेरे को. I've slept in the office itself.
You blasted a lot of calls or what for that?
Yeah, just 2 calls, a perfect script.
Oh,
They got a little scared.
Okay, yeah. No, it's fascinating times that we live in, right? You have the right script and the right and see, our goal at Cloud Tribes is to use human assisted AI, not just AI itself, right? So at what point does AI come in and we orchestrate that, the power of AI, and very quickly have a professional sort of take that call and then be able to close on that loop, basically. That's going to be a key to the success, because I don't think no matter how much they say that, you know, AI can carry out a whole conversation, the secret sauce is the orchestration between human beings and AI of how that is well transitioned is going to be the key part out here, basically.
Exactly.
Right. So yeah, we can discuss that offline, Vinod, and I'm going to be working one-on-one with you, and we need to start adding more team members to all the specific areas that we're discussing, like from a database perspective, Ramya is already sort of taking care of it. But from a orchestration, agent to agent orchestration, do we have more folks like Shafika in the organization that are doing and learning on agent to agent and agency directory and stuff like that? We need to sort of double down on that agent to agent orchestration.
We got Suleiman, who was also pretty much experienced in multi-agentic orchestration, setting up different agents and having a mentor agent slash supervisor agent that monitors that each agent does their own task and give us the metric.
Absolutely. So that's more on the agent. Now, you know, the rise of this agentic agent has led to something called as skills. Shafika, are you working on skills of the agents itself? Because now that paradigm shift has come, that it's no longer you're trying to program the agent, you're literally building that agent as almost in the real world of a professional expert, if you will, like internet marketer, recruiter, you know, content creator. The skill sets, like this is that agentic, like I spoke about, agent hunt that goes and finds all the leads, basically. That's the skill set of agent hunt, finding leads for a LinkedIn, right? So it's a complete function of a human being, what they would do as a researcher, right? Are you using that sort of context of skills when you're building these things, Shafika?
We are Sanjay. We are. OpenAI itself has something called clawhub.io, something like that, where they different parties across the world contribute on the skills. Sales agent skill, marketer skill. It's like a swap of one line of code that it will completely transform into a sales agent.
Got it. So I think it's Open Claw. It's called Claw Hub, right? You can almost make it like it's a marketplace of creating agents and allowing other companies to use it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that operates completely. I believe that the first tech company that came in the forefront of this concept of skills was Claude Code. They started off with skill, and maybe other companies then followed suit after that. So
exactly.
So look at that, and then we need to add more people with Satya for sure on the digital media side of it. In terms of finding those multiple, you take the video and have multiple short videos. What tool are you using right now, Satya?
Multiple tools means video editing for video tools are
it's
no,
LLM.
It's not
primarily LLM and in video.
Yeah. Look at, get a subscription for Opus Clips. I think you'll start getting a lot of professional cuts very quickly. That's focused purely on that function, basically. It will take your 1 hour video and give you the best highlighted 30 seconds very quickly, very fast. You'll have like 40 videos right away. Opus Clips, basically. Have you started using Descript by any chance, Satya?
Yes.
Okay, because in Descript you can actually have two people talking, top and bottom. You can do a lot of those captions and stuff like that, and you can almost like change the voice and add different people's. Use Levin Labs. Do you use Levin Labs by any chance?
Exploring, but
I'll check.
haven't completely used it. We are exploring on that.
Yeah, please use Levin Labs because that's like the godfather of all the sound, the music, and all that stuff. And I want you to, Satya, think about like a jingle. You've got like some of the podcasters whenever they're doing a startup kind of a podcast, they have this jingle going on, so it creates that branding image, if you will. So you can create songs and stuff like that. I think Suno is got a lot of those music. If you want to be able to create, look at Suno for creating music artists where you don't have to pay any royalty or anything. It's just you can create your own music out there. So creating jingles on that 30 seconds builds that branding image right away, basically.
Perfect.
Agenty, do you have any thoughts on? I know you said that you're going to be using that agile methodology. What was the platform you're using, Agenty? ClickUp. Okay. Have you started creating some task and understanding the lay of the land of what we're doing and how multiple teams can start? You can start assigning some roles and responsibilities for those teams.
I have assigned some of the task to entire teams, but honestly, I want to know more about this GTM engineering.
Okay. Why don't you and I have a separate call, because that's a super critical thing that we need to create, almost like a CEO dashboard, and all the different tracks and the departments that are getting involved in this, right? Also, I want to announce some good news, that as we're building this media company, I've already spoken to Akash that, we have to have a media. We're also launching another separate channel called entrepreneurfire.com. So there we're going to get a lot of CEOs coming there, interviewing a lot of people on their journey, and it's just going to really hand in hand explode what we're doing, because every CEO that we interview can be potentially also wanting some candidates from cloud tribes and stuff like that. So that's another channel that we'll be starting. So please, I cannot stress less the importance of this team that you guys are coming together. We're having the GTM engineering and the whole media company also sort of growing from here, basically.
Sure.
Any last comments? I think we have in terms of tweaking the outbound list of databases and things of that, and the types of jobs that we need to extract. Ramya, are you clear on that? What kind of filters that you're going to tweak and try to find out?
Yes, sir.
Do watch the video. Right after the call, I post the videos, and yesterday we had like a great picture with me and Akash. I don't know if you guys saw that.
We did.
GTM engineering AI. So do look at the short summary. And I constantly post a lot of videos for your knowledge and education for this team. Whoever takes that extra mile, that extra journey, and shows a lot of initiative of coming up with out-of-the-box thinking. I'm talking to Akash, rewarding you guys in a lot of different ways. We're going to make this a fun environment. We're going to incentivize. We're going to announce some rock stars, people who went outside their call of duty and came up with ideations and learned I give a lot of content on that GTM engineering. Please pay attention if you want to grow your career. I just don't shoot videos because I'm sitting there and I'm bored out of life, and I'm I give you those videos because there's a lot of messaging out there. There's a lot of power-packed experts that are that can provide a lot of value to what we're doing, basically. So if you want to really excel at your career, please watch those videos, come back and demonstrate some nuance of how you understood from that video and how you made it your own, how you came up with this idea of building this agentic AI, basically.
Perfect. And that's on record as well, as discussed. Please take ownership of the task and deliver. And people who ever deliver becomes a rock star and gets a very good reward from the organization.
Absolutely. At some point, my dream
Fly,
is to
guys,
get
fly.
Yeah, my dream is to get some of you guys to come to Canada and be with us and experience some great locations out here. That's my dream for all the rock stars that will rise to the occasion.
Make this as your 24/7 duty. So get things delivered. So we'll rock.
Hey guys, thank you so much for all your efforts, and we'll stay in touch. And Akash, I'll call you in a half an hour. Is that okay? Are you up in half an hour or something? Okay. I'll call you in about half an hour. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll stay tuned. Take care.
Thank you.
We'll meet on Monday.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.